Alright, hi guys. Sorry for the late video. Been quite a weekend and week so far. I'm up here in Sagamok, Ontario. I'm actually staying in a little tiny sort of village called Massey, which is near Espanola. I don't know if you guys recognize any of those names. I certainly hadn't heard of Massey before coming up here, but it's like basically you're going to Manitoulin Island and you don't take the bridge, you keep going a little further, and it's kind of along the highway there, Massey. And Sagamok is the First Nations community, which is about 10 minutes from here across the French River, and it is a gorgeous spot. My God, the French River is huge, and it winds all the way through. And the drive to the school every morning is just beautiful. Yesterday there was a silver thaw. Tomorrow is going to be nasty, but anyway, the kids are great. They've been doing great with their tunes that they learned in the last couple of visits, and they're doing their concert tomorrow, which is going to be great fun. And they're playing a few tunes, and they're accompanying me and Deb Meisner-Jones, who plays guitar and sings, for a couple of numbers, and they've worked really hard, and it's going to be a great time, and I've had a great week so far. So concerts tomorrow, and then the next day working with them again, and then I come home. So anyway, so tonight we're going to work on Irishman's Heart to the Ladies, which is a great old tune. It was in the Thousand Fiddle Tunes book. But it's a well-known tune. We play it in Cape Breton. They play it down the States. Everybody, Kevin Burke had it on one of his records. It's a great old tune. It's in the key of A. And I think I played it for you at the end of the class last time. Oh yeah, the Celtic Orchestra concert was a huge success. Good couple of hundred people there. Lots of money raised for the charity. And the orchestra sounded terrific. They were all very happy with themselves. And I was very pleased with them, and the dancers looked great. We had Irish dancers with us this time as well, Scottish and Irish dancers, and it was just a fabulous afternoon, standing ovation and everything. So congrats to all the orchestra people. What a great day. I had such a great time. But anyway, the Irishman's Heart to the Ladies, yeah, and let me see here, see if I can remember it. Yeah, I played it for you last time, that's right. Okay. Tune. I've been playing it a long time. Now, the Irishman's Heart to the Ladies is in the key of A, and you guys know that the key of A is not the easiest key in the world. It's got some challenges in the lower octave. Now, luckily, with this tune, we don't need the lower octave. It's all in the upper octave, meaning mostly on the A and the E string there. But still, it's very important to practice A major, especially in the lower octave. So I think that's how we should warm up there tonight. I think we should play a few A major scales and try to zero in on the intonation on that, and a couple of arpeggios. And so let's do that before we tuck into the tune here. So we're going to do an A major scale and arpeggio. Here's your A. sure, and trust me. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Slow. Okay, I had really good success on that one. I had one I had to fix, C sharp, of course, on the G string. I had to fix it. It took me just half a second to get it into, but other than that, it went very well. Hopefully it did for you guys too. Let's do it again right away. Here's your A. Now, when I put that A down, it was in tune, but I still felt like I was leaning a tiny bit. So I made it a little bit more comfortable for myself, and that's what you want. You want the comfy A. Okay, let's do it. Same thing. Ready? Go. Okay, hopefully you're getting along okay with that. Hopefully that was a little bit better. It wasn't quite better for me, and in fact, I'd like to do it one more time. One more A major. Oh, look at that. I think my fiddle has gotten smaller up here because my shoulder rest has fallen off a few times. It certainly is quite dry, and the fiddles that they had here from the last visit, it was three weeks ago, we pulled them all out and most of the strings were slack and a couple of the bridges were completely down. So it must have got dry up here really quick. Anyway, here's your A again. Okay, let's do it. The best ever. Ready, go. Okay, really almost a perfect game for me. All right, let's try an arpeggio on this key now. Ready, slow. All right, let's do it again. Ready, go. Want to try that a little faster? Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Ready, go. Ooh, that went well for me. Hope it went well for you too. Okay, that's A major. Now, let's see about this tune here. All right. Anyway, I'm going to play it a couple of times now. Well, hopefully you're looking at it and follow along a little bit. I'm just going to play it not too fast so you can get the melody kind of ringing around in your head, and then we'll start in on the phrases. Okay? I'll play it again. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, this tune. It's a little bit more complicated than some of the other ones we've done in terms of the phrases and the phrasing, but I don't think it'll pose too much difficulty, and I think that it's a good kind of step up, and we might as well start stepping up, right? And although we've learned a load of good music for so far, for sure. Grab a little rosin here. Okay, so let's see how this tune is made. You could, hopefully you heard that including the pickup note for the first bar, it's an entire A major arpeggio, the first half of the first bar. See that? The high A, oh my God, this tin of rosin is so hard to get open. That's one thing about it. There we go. Anyway, so with the high A, and then the E, and then the C, and then the A. That's a full-on A major arpeggio there. And then we got a little jog of a B, and then A to F. Then we arpeggiate slightly differently. It's still kind of an arpeggio, but not a straight up one. Anyway, we'll see about this first little phrase here. Okay, so like I said, the pickup note is the high A. Ooh, that's nice. And then we got an A major arpeggio. That's E, C, A. And then the little jog of the B, back to the A, F sharp. And then back to the A. See, it jogs a little bit. F sharp again. 2 E's. Back up. See that? That's the first phrase. So we got the high A, E, C, A, B, A, F, A, F, E, E, F, A. That's how that's made. Okay, and it's going to come back, of course. So let's try that a few times really slow. Do it again, same exact thing. High A, and then we'll do an up bow. And it's marked as an up bow in the music, and it's good. It's a good up bow. So let's give that a try. Up bow on the A, E, one more time to be sure, Okay, now let's try that phrase just the tiniest bit faster so it makes a little more sense. Ready, and... That's the first phrase, and like I said, it comes back. If you look at the bar, 2 bars below, it's almost exactly the same. Well, it is exactly the same, except there's no... Oh yeah, and there's the high A pickup from the middle phrase. So the middle phrase is a little scaly. It's got B to the D. Down we go. Back up. C, B, B, B. That's how that's made there. So B, D, C, B, A, B. Let's give that a try real slow. Ready, and... Do it again. One more time. Okay? Now, you pretty well, if you got all that and you were able to play all that, you're pretty well kind of through the first part, because the first phrase comes again, which you've already learned. The second phrase comes again, and the only difference is that the last three notes of that second phrase, when it repeats at the end of the part, is three A's instead of three B's. Instead of... That's it. That's the only difference. The first time around, it's the B's. Second time around, it's the A's. That's it. So, by rights and, theoretically, we should be able to get through this whole part. But first of all, before we do that, let's do those two phrases to highlight the differences in them. So we're going to do the second phrase, and then we're going to do that second phrase twice. That's the third and fourth bar of the tune. And then we're going to do the last two bars of the A part. So the last two bars in the second line, we're going to do that twice. Okay? So let's do that nice and slow. Last two bars of the first line. Ready? Go. Again. Okay, now let's do the last two bars of the second line. Ready? And. Do it again. Okay, that's it. Now, the only thing we have to address before we try the whole part is to join up in the second phrase with the pickup note. And I do that, if you look at the music, the last bar of the first line, there's a B quarter note. And then there's an A, a high A, eighth note. And so I slur those in and up bow, like this. See that? So let's try that. So we're going to try the last two bars of the first part, but we're going to include the high A this time. And we're going to do the B and the high A in an up bow, in the same up bow. So here we go slow. Last two bars of the first line. Ready? Go. See that, how that works? Let's do it again. Ready? Go. Okay? Yeah. So now, let's take a little breather, and we're going to try doing that whole first part, right from one end to the other. We're going to play Irishman's Heart to the Ladies, the first part. A little drink of water here. So this group of kids up in Sagamok, there was another kid that I said, "What did you do on the weekend?" He said, "I got a moose." He's looks to be about 12. Pretty wild, man. I cannot envision Jerome shooting a moose. But you never know. People are surprising. Different way of life. There's not many moose to shoot in Toronto. Here we go. Very slow. Ready, and... was successful, we're going to do it again right away. Same exact thing. Ready, and... Do it again. High A in the up bow. Do it again. That's going okay. Normally I would stop at this point and check in and make sure everybody's got the phrases and not having any problems with connecting notes or pick up notes, but it's a video, so if you have problems, email me right now and let me know what the problems are, and I'll see if I can help you. But anyway, hopefully you're doing okay, and I'm sure you are. So if that's the case, then let's take the grinder to it. Let's do it a good 4 times. Okay, little tiny, just the tiniest bit faster. Ready, 2, 3, go, 2. Again. One more time. Alright, that's the A part. Now let's see about this B part. It's different. The only thing that it has in common with the A part is the ending, which it does have. It's exactly the same ending. B, D, C, B, A, B, C, A, A, A. So that, we got that going for us, for sure. And it's really cool part. So it starts off with, oh, and I should point out, there's a typo in the music. In the second part, the very first bar, the first note of the first bar, so not the pickup note, but the note after the pickup note, should be a C. And if you look in the bar below, it is a C. So that's a typo. So it should be a C. So that's A, C, E, E, D, F, F. That's what that should look like there, okay? So I'll see if I can correct that before I send it out. Now, it's like I said, it's a cool little bit because I love when it does that. It's C, E, E, D, F, F, C, E, 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 C, A. It's another one of these odds and evens things. 2 and open, 3 and 1, 2 and open, okay? Very cool idea. So let's give that a try. We'll play the pickup note. It's an A. Very slowly. C, E, E, D, F, F. C, E, E, arpeggiate down. E, C, A. Okay, let's try it slow. C. That's the first phrase of the B part, okay? And there's 3 E's in that second bar, 3 total. Let's do it again. So open A and then open A again. Or sorry, open A and then C. Again. One more time to be sure. Okay, hopefully that's going all right. And then the second phrase, it scales up a little bit. And there's 2 E's though. Put that down as being the most challenging bit of the tune. So it scales up to E, and then another E, high A, F, arpeggiate, E, C, A, long B, A. Let's try that real slow. Okay, scale up from C. Ready, 2, go. C, D, E, ready, go. C, D, E, E, high A, F, arpeggiate, long B, A. And we do that in that up bow. Now this is a rule of thumb with jigs. Whenever you play a jig and you see there's a quarter note followed by an eighth note, especially in the second half of the measure, which is the case here, you're going to slur it in an up bow almost every time, okay? Also, when you're coming back around, you have to do that again. You play that A at the end, play the A at the beginning in the up bow. And that's kind of tricky. You got to kind of stop your bow. I tend to play a different pickup note in that case, but the A works just fine, okay? So let's try that again, that second phrase, third and fourth bar of the third line. Ready, 2, go. Again, ready, go. Then we do the first phrase again, and then the ending that we already know. So let's try that. Let's just see if we can play the last line, okay? The last line of the tune, C, E, E. ready to go. B, D, B, A, B, A's. Okay, that go okay? Hopefully it did. Let's do it again. Same thing, last line. C to the E. Ready, go. Okay. Now take a little breather there. We're going to try the whole B part. It is significantly colder up here than it is in Toronto. It's like been, -6, -7 pretty well every day. But like I said, the drive into Sagamok yesterday was so gorgeous. The river had a thin skin of ice on it and steam coming off of it, and there was a silver thaw for all the trees. It was just gorgeous. I'm going to come back here, I think, for sure. Okay, whole B part. Here we go. Ready? Again. Let's do it again. Take the grinder to it. Part, and so now, really, no reason why we can't play the whole thing. All right. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go from the top, and we're gonna try playing the whole dang tune. Sylvia's been saying "dang" all the time lately. She's frustrated. Dang it, she says. It's very cute. I don't know where she got it from. Maybe YouTube. She is a bit of a YouTube addict. Try to watch the content, make sure she's not watching anything inappropriate, but it's very hard. Ugh, it's like open season. But there is some funny stuff that she watches on there that are meant for kids. Very hilarious, I have to say. Anyway, I think that's where she got "dang it." Okay, let's give it a go. Ready, and. We go. B part. Woo! All right, now hopefully that was successful and you got from one end to the other okay. We're gonna try it again, but geez, that took a while to play at that tempo, eh? So maybe we'll pick it up just the tiniest bit, and I think it might be good because when you go a little tiny bit faster, it makes the melody a little bit easier to hear going by, especially a tune like this with so much repetition. Okay, so let's give it a try, just the tiniest bit faster. Kind of like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go, 2. That's a lot of playing. So that's Irishman's Heart to the ladies. A really beautiful tune that, like I said, everybody plays. It's such a common tune. It would go great with, say, Cock of the North or John Allen's or the Irish Washerwoman. You could do it after the Irish Washerwoman. Or even the Kesh, because it's in A. So when you go down to G, it's such a nice change, a nice lift to the music. And everybody play. You're going to run into this tune for sure. Okay, now I'd like to try it just the tiniest bit faster. Okay, now if you don't feel ready, just press pause, back up, do the slow again. Anytime you want to play something fast, you just got to do it slow a whole bunch of times. There's an old saying, if you can't play something fast, it's because you haven't played it enough times slowly. And I gotta say, for the most part, that's true. You know, if you just do the slow, careful, because there's no point in practicing wrong. And so if you're practicing at a tempo where you're getting things wrong, it's going to be hard to get forward. So if you need to, just go ahead and rewind and do it slow again. A couple more times would be really great. And then we're going to try it a tiny bit faster. So it's going to be kind of like this. Okay, that's going to be your challenge. Let's do it. I know I've worked you hard tonight, but I think you got this last ditch grinding effort in here. So let's do it a good 3 times at that tempo. 1, 2, 3, go, 2. last time. Whew, that was a workout, and I hope I didn't go too fast at the end there. It would be extremely good if it was possible for you to go that fast. And I would love it if it was possible. So keep at it. So like I said, if the fast doesn't work, go back to the slow. Just keep going back to it and you will get it, okay? And if you don't understand anything or if you have any questions about it at all, you can ask me, no problem at all. Email me or whatever. And we will address it again there next week. Or sorry, next week is tomorrow. Again, sorry about that. Now, we do have a couple of minutes left. So why don't we try just one more time? Okay? One more time through the Irishman's Heart. Probably two more times. At that new tempo. 1, 2, 3, go. 2. Last time. Okay, guys, I hope that went okay. Irishman's Heart to the ladies, and we will address it and talk about it and practice it on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Thanks again. See you then. Bye-bye.